Greetings on this Friday the 13th. Prepare for the longest intro in Valhalla history.
I don't want to scare anyone, but I'm going to give it to you straight about Jason. His body was never recovered from the lake after he drowned. And if you listen to the old timers in town, they'll tell you he's still out there. The girl who survived that night at Camp Blood, that Friday the 13th.
I see Jason took out Mike Brock when he was taking a Crystal Leak.
Well, Mike Roach is the biggest pussy on the Cotton Council, and
True. That is
and the
true.
most like sexually depraved member of the Cotton Council. So I mean,
Those are
tracks
usually the first ones to go, aren't they?
Oh shit! That means Puff is next for sure.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
right. That's what I'm Puff's next.
I was going to say that. Yeah.
The Stoner's the second one. Yeah.
Yeah. Bummer.
What's up? Happy Friday the 13th, everybody. What is up? How's everybody doing? What's up, Sno Dub?
Happy Friday the 13th, one of my favorite holidays, and of course, the iconic Jason Voorhees has been a staple in my entertainment pretty much since I can remember. I think the first time I laid eyes on that guy might have been 7-8 years old, you know, and he made an impression right away, and I was like, I kind of like this type of stuff. I think I'm gonna watch more.
Yep.
For sure.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't even see the first one until like 3 or 4 years after I watched. I think it was like 3, 4, 5. I think it was up to like Manhattan before I ever saw the first one.
I got a funny story about when I saw it.
They weren't readily available to like Blockbuster and Hollywood Video. Like, for whatever reason, the small video guys just were like, no, we're not gonna have a movie about a butcher that like dismembers people.
I had to get the movie through a friend's parents because he worked in video distribution, so that's how I had to get it. So
shit, all our video stores had them, and the Faces of Death movies and shit. Yeah,
it was only about a year later when they were in like the stores and stuff out here. So.
Jed, you sound like you're in a tunnel, dude.
Oh,
you're
okay.
You're coming.
Yeah, I forget to do this. I have to do it. Like it changes my mic every single time. So.
That's because
It sounds like it's a nice tunnel.
Yeah.
Fine.
Might be Siskiy's Texas tunnel.
Yeah, Snow's like, did you change your mic? I was like, yeah, thank you for reminding me, bro.
Go into your actual computer settings and set whatever mic you want to use as your default mic, and that'll default over on StreamYard.
Okay.
Well, I got a funny story when I saw this. I was 14 and I worked at the roller skating rink. I had just turned 15. So we all went and saw it. All the people worked there, the gate. And I was one of the youngest guys, and I was little, and they would, we all saw it, and I was scared out of my wits coming out. And we got back to the rink. We're all in the rink, and they shut all the lights off, and they started to kill, freaking me over. And I go, someone's giving me a ride down the street to my house tonight. And they go, nope. So I ran my ass out of that roller skating rink behind. There was like a path to where we lived in Mass. And I sprinted through that trail, scared shit out of my wits. That movie scared I was scared out of my wits after I saw that movie. That and The Exorcist back in the day.
Horror movies never bothered me, even when I was a kid. I could watch all that shit. It just never.
No.
Dude, my dad took me to see the first Alien in the theater. I was 8 years old. I had nightmares for weeks. I'm sitting there freaking out. He's sitting next to me, just laughing his ass off.
That didn't bother me. I thought it was boring. I saw Aliens first, so I really liked Aliens. And then I saw Alien, and I was like, this is boring. But I was a kid, so
yeah,
I learned to appreciate it later.
I thought it was cool because, I got to see a grown woman walk around in her panties, and I was like, hell yeah.
It's like,
thanks, Dad.
Every teenage boy whacked it to friggin' Sigourney Weaver back then.
Oh, my God.
Oh, she was hot.
Ripley!
Good evening, everybody. Thank you for being here very much, where we're talking about women running around in their underwear and popping one off on the stall door for Sigourney Weaver.
Welcome to the Spank Bank part of the show. Speaking of Spank Bank, what's up, Shelly?
Spinkity spank.
He wasn't done rubbing his peg leg.
Yeah. He was getting his wood off on the other stream, so
he was walking his plank.
Well, I mean, I didn't know I just walked into a spank bank. Shit. Well, the thing is, I'm kind of confused because I don't know whether to make a deposit or a withdrawal. You know.
Oh, bro.
Wow.
Why would you make a withdrawal?
Withdrawal?
If there's a withdrawal, I'm getting in line.
Well, no, we have
Jolly
no
Keys,
shaming.
November
It is
5th.
Pride Month after all.
Yeah.
Don't make me fall.
It's also Men's Health Month.
This is a
Yeah.
new chair.
That's
And
why
that's-
that's the
it's
real reason why Mike Roch
that's
is Jason's got Mike Roch. It's the real reason. Y'all busted me. I knew
That-
that. was gonna
that's
come up.
that's not quite what I meant, but it was funny, so I'll go with it.
I'm sure you will.
You shut your whore mouth.
You
Yeah,
Horse mouth.
No, damn horse. I was like you, Loki. Not much scared me, but I will admit, when I first watched The Exorcist, I had to turn that fucker off about halfway through the movie.
Oh, yeah.
That movie was
Recollect
brutal.
a little bit, yeah.
The crab walk. Oh, dude.
Yeah,
the crab walk.
yeah.
Oh my god, that one.
I was
freaked me
about
the-
to say, yeah.
Oh,
I was watching it
Yeah,
during
when-
the day too, so I was like, I knew it was.
I saw it on VHS. My father would not let me go see that.
I did get a good one-liner on my mom when she threw up the pea soup all over the rabbit or the priest or whatever. I said, "That's why I don't eat vegetables."
Dude, I can't remember how old I was. It was right after it came out on beta because they rented the beta of it.
Yeah.
So they had got
Betamax,
the
wow.
Goonies, right? They had rented a Betamax Goonies, and they went to watch it. It was all fucked up. It was like the whole first 20 minutes of the movie was all screwed up. The video was all screwed up. It was like it'd been watched 50 million times already.
Yeah,
And
Betamax.
they took it back and they got the Goonies. They convinced them to, or no, the Ghoulies. They convinced them to get the Ghoulies.
Oh,
And I'm sitting there and I'm just like, why's that fucking thing coming out of the toilet?
hey guys, how you doing? What's up? Like,
And my dad was like, were you scared? I was like, no, I just thought it was stupid.
First time I saw Ghoulies was when Gilbert Godfrey would do his late night horror movie show. I don't know if you guys remember that.
Up
Gilbert
all
Godfrey
night.
was-
Yes,
He
I
did
did.
Yeah, Up All Night or something like that.
He,
Yeah.
he did it with Rhonda Shear. Yeah, he
Yeah,
did.
yeah.
Rhonda, yeah, you said it.
Rhonda Shear was
Rhonda
awesome.
Shera
Yeah,
and
it was-
Gilbert
Yeah.
Godfrey. They
Yeah.
were great.
Yeah, they were great. They were awesome together.
Oh yeah, she was great. I mean,
Oh my
I
god.
watched her for a couple of reasons.
I'm sure you
so
did.
many for Elvira.
Hey, you know she has a channel on YouTube where she does streams like almost every week now too. Still, so
I've noticed a
bullshit.
lot of actors doing that.
Yeah.
They're doing podcasts now.
and
Oh,
she's
yeah. A lot of-
replaying
they
some of
wanted
the older stuff too.
the money, man. They want that money. They want that revenue.
Look at old Sven Gulli.
So did Mike Roch, but it just didn't work out right.
That's all right. That's all right.
R.I.P.
You guys,
Where
don't
Where
worry
did
about
we
Mike.
all go?
Don't worry about
Oh,
Mike
there we are.
Roch. Don't worry about Mike Roch. He's used to giving head.
Yeah.
I'd say that's a misunderstood offer right there.
Oh, I know.
Hey,
That's
Flexi
like,
Voorhees, I'll give you a little head. There you go.
hey guys,
That's isn't that special.
I can't do his voice. I can't.
That's funny. Yeah,
Hey,
I
it's
gotta
God
give
month.
a,
Get in touch with your inner gay.
Oh yeah, big.
I gotta give a tip of the hat to also the first time I watched Hellraiser. I wasn't exactly scared, but I was definitely disturbed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right?
What's the one that had Jadzia Dax in it? What's the Hellraiser? Is that Hellraiser 2?
3.
Okay, it's Hellraiser 3. That's the first one I saw, was the one with Dax in it.
Oh,
That was the one with the big block cylinder thing with pins.
Yeah,
A CD player.
yeah, I didn't like that one.
Something-
So
That was the second one, I think.
It was
I did
always Freddy and Jason,
first one, and
and
that was it.
eventually I found out about Michael Myers, and then everything started to filter in after that.
The first
Dude, I
Halloween.
love B
Yeah.
movies. I love the B horror.
good.
I've got the what is it? Andre Toulon case for Puppet Master that has the
Oh,
puppets
yeah.
and the Blu-rays and 4Ks and shit in them. I
Yeah.
love that
You want
thing.
to watch The Legend of Hell House with Roddy McDowell. That's a classic, scary freaking movie. That's a good one.
No.
Freaking creepy as hell. Black and white, I think it is still. They have a black and white version of that. Check it out. And of course,
So
go ahead.
I was gonna say the funnest time I've ever had with a horror movie was when I went to the theater and watched Blair Witch Project, and the fucking audience was just going nuts in that movie.
I remember that one.
Dude, that was the gayest movie.
I know, but it was
I
fun to
laughed
watch.
more than I fucking was scared.
Well, I
was
did too, but the
giggling.
theater, I mean, all these girls were just screaming. You know, I mean, it was, oh yeah, because there was nothing like it before. It felt like
Just
a real documentary. You know, people. Were
You're
just
lost. It's an hour and a half of lost in the fucking woods.
That's how they got us, though, because if you remember the publishing of it and you know all the shit they were doing, they made it seem like it was found footage, like it was you know real, yeah.
Yeah,
And they had all the people coming out of the theaters before the movie even came out. You just saw Blair Witch. Can you tell us what you got? Scariest damn thing I ever saw, man. Based on a real live event.
Right. That's what got everybody. It's based on true events or whatever, or found footage or whatever the fuck
Found
they were doing.
footage.
Yeah, the first found footage thing.
We went.
Yeah, I
and
saw
that's
it
got a
like
whole
years
genre.
later, and all I've been hearing was like the stories of like, oh my god, super scary, go watch it. And then like years later, I watch it, I'm like, this is lame. Where's the scary part?
Yeah.
You got a guy standing in a corner at the end of the movie. That's it. With like night vision on, and he's just like,
yeah, the ending sucked for sure.
So scary.
It was dumb.
Yeah, I was waiting to hear the night vision powering up.
We're never going to show any kind of like monster or anything or any kind of witch or we're not going to show anything. We're just going to do the cheapest, dumbest fucking horror movie ever.
Well, any paranormal activities, you know?
Exactly.
Like, those movies are pretty good.
The Warcock is here.
Yeah, the first one was okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
they
Blair
kinda
Witch would have been better as a radio show.
Yeah.
Well, back in the day, before they had movies, they did what was it? War of the Worlds on the radio.
Yep.
Yeah, Orson Welles.
People freaked out on that, I guess.
People committed suicide.
Real.
No.
Yeah.
Dude, that
People
happened on my
actually-
birthday. I'm not kidding. It happened on my birthday.
Yeah, that caused a legitimate panic.
There was a movie they made, The Night That Panicked America, from the 70s. It was a remake of I have a copy of that. I suggest you guys, if you can find a copy or check it out, it's really good.
What's up, Dave Bob?
Warcock.
Dave Bob in the house.
Hey,
I
Dave
like
Bob,
that
what's
Sam
up, dude?
Elliott. I like that Sam Elliott mustache you got going on.
Give him a steak and a whiskey.
Oh, he's got to have a beer bottle in his hand too, so he can be like, "Thank you."
No whiskey.
Dave Bob's such a Puff fan, he went out and bought a Puff.
He has got a puff.
I think you found it. You find it at Barnes and Noble, Dave Bob.
Huh?
Is that where you found Puff?
I don't know where my puppet is. You know, it's somewhere around here.
Oh, okay. That's where I got him from, was Barnes and Noble. But my Puff, the thing about him is he's missing a stitch in one of his eyes, so one eye is kind of open wider than the other one. And,
Well, then put a stitch in.
No, I wanted him like that because I knew he was going to be kind of a retarded stoner dragon when I bought him.
Oh.
But I actually got a discount on him for that because I'm like, oh, see, he's damaged, you know. And they're like, oh, okay, we'll cut the price.
Take care, Gun Bunny. Thank you for coming.
Gun Bunny, you know, she reminds me of the whole fucking show.
I know.
About it's time to go to Loki's, and then she comes here and passes out.
And then she's like, I gotta go to sleep now.
Sometimes she makes it. Sometimes she makes to 11:15. Before she's like, I'm dipping. Good night, losers. Good night, Gun Bunny.
Sometimes she's a Mounds and sometimes she's an Almond Joy.
Sometimes you feel like a nut.
Sometimes you
I'll be
don't.
right back. You're in charge.
Snacks is in his Red Goblin 5 outfit.
Yep.
Red
Did you guys see that thing, the It, that is going into women's restrooms at Disney?
Oh yeah, I saw that
doing
this
selfie
morning.
bombs.
It's ridiculous, and that was the same dude that kept going around to all the restaurants and go, "You misgendered me to try to get free food out of the restaurants too." So
Yeah, he does that a couple times at like Walt Disney World. And I guess if you're gonna be like the straight up super Karen, like I guess you can afford to go to Disney World if you're gonna do that, right?
yeah, and he's go.
It's a fucked up thing to do, but yeah. How
He
you
said
do it.
it's the first time I felt safe to do this, and then he went to all the bathrooms in the place and did it. Like
I just go up and kick him in the nuts and say,
I
"Oh,
know.
sorry, you're a dude."
Gender
check.
Gender check.
Kick him in the Jimmy. Kick him in the Jimmy.
Yeah. Yeah, I know, right, Pat S?
It's ma'am.
It is ma'am.
Miss Man.
Okay, well, sir, these people barely speak English, so they just want to take your order. That's all.
Yeah.
And most restaurant owners are just immediately gonna cave and be like, "No, we'll just comp your meal," because they don't want any shit and they don't want anything going on in the restaurants.
That's the reason why he went around to all the restaurants, because he knew he could get free food out of it. They misgendered me. They didn't call me a woman. Well, you're not a woman. You're a dude. Like so.
God, I can't wait till we open our restaurant.
I
People like that. You don't like it? Get the fuck out.
Do you want fries with that?
Yeah, I only had a meal comped one time, and there was a legitimate reason. I'm like, yeah, no, I'm not paying for this. I had a burger, right, and I guess the meat packing facility, I guess there was a bolt loose. So when it came all the way to the final product, which is me eating the burger, I'm spitting out a bolt. And I'm like, what the frick is this?
No.
And they were like, we're so sorry.
Better a bolt than like a rat.
Yeah, you could have spit out a cockroach.
No shit,
man.
Yeah, well, no,
that didn't
would've
bite
been-
into a tail.
If something like that happened, I would have called the cops. That's super no. But
did any of y'all see that Karen that did that like TikTok video, and she's got a fucking cockroach in her hair, and like hanging, like, and then like goes back in, and you're like, what in the shit was that? And they're like pausing it and zooming it in, and you see it. It's like, and then goes back in her hair, and you're like, oh damn.
Yeah, I know. That's like.
I missed that one. I guess
that was on Twitter today at some point.
Like usually being disgusting isn't illegal, but there's a level to it. It's just like, yeah, no.
She was talking about the shit in LA, and I mean, it's just like, how horrible it all was, and how Trump's evil and Orange Man bad and blah 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 blah, and then it's just I'm her carry on, and back in her hair it went, and I was like, oh my god, dude.
Yeah.
The fish, we kill them all.
Yeah, no, thank you. It's about as bad as the Australian mouse spider.
Nope. Wait. I was doing a stream with Lethal like 4 years ago on his thing, and then he had this big black spider come down, and I was like, dude, you got a spider on your wall. He's like, it's okay, dude, I'll get it later. And it just kicked it there for like the whole stream.
Anybody else remember that? The cockroaches dancing on the toilet in Joe's apartment.
Joe's apartment. Kyle's got the funk.
Didn't they do a musical number?
They had a little
We
porn
are
house.
family.
The porn house they had? The little like sex show with fucking cockroaches having sex with each other? That was fucked up.
Well, another scene with cockroaches that like creeped me the fuck out was on Creep Show.
Oh
When-
yeah.
When old boy he was in jail, and then just all of a sudden all these roaches started crawling out of his mouth and shit. It's like
He was a bug freak. I mean, he was so against bugs. He had bug spray, and
yeah.
he was terrified.
You
of
want
them.
you want a good movie to give you the heebie-jeebies? Watch Creep Show.
Oh yeah, go to Creep Show. Watch that one part in Creep Show. That will creep
crate.
you out.
The
Yeah.
one with Adrian
scarabs.
Barbeau in it.
Yeah.
The scarabs in the Mummy.
Yes.
The ones
That's
that get under your skin
Yeah.
and oh fuck that.
Oh yeah, that's
Nope.
creepy.
That didn't scare
The
me as much as
Hyundai.
Creep Show for some reason.
Hyundai, yeah, the Hyundai.
They cut the tongue off that, and then they throw in the scarabs, mummified alive. What a way to go!
Yeah. Well, I mean, as long as you bring your cat with you, you're all right.
As you are slowly
what about the other
digested over
ones?
the course of 1,000 years.
Being mummified alive as priests too. They were like get their twitching, getting their friggin' tongues. Ugh. The hot pokers going up there, yanking out all their.
Take care, David Glenn.
See you, David.
The Hyundai. Without a Sno Dub go. Oh, he would smoke a bowl, I bet.
Yeah, he probably went to go do that because he was talking about it. So,
Oh, it's not a show, so it doesn't care.
yeah.
Sometimes it doesn't care when he's on a show.
That's right. So probably really care when he's on the show. Why would
I
he
gotta
care when
say-
he's on Loki's show?
Creep Show 2, the shit, the like tar shit in the lake.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That
Oh,
was
yeah.
freaky.
Yep.
I agree with
Bubba
that.
Hotep was not weird. Bubba Hotep is a classic.
It was like mid. And
What do y'all
Snow's
think
like, I
about
heard
the
that.
Amityville?
Sorry, man.
Of course he did. He heard it. He doesn't care though.
All right. First Child's Play. Who went in the cinema and laughed their ass off through the whole movie?
I did, yeah.
I got looked at like I was some kind of sick, twisted freak for laughing. These people are going, ooh, and I go, it's a fucking doll with a knife trying to call and calling people bitches. How is that not funny?
If
What's
I
scary
remember
about
right-
a fucking doll with a knife threatening, drive, bitch? I was fucking in tears laughing.
If
Yeah.
I
Oh,
remember
that's
right,
hilarious.
Chucky.
they had a double feature of Child's Play and Problem Child in the cinema I went to one
God.
time. And you
No,
have
that's
that,
the way I was about Puppet Master, dude.
yeah.
And the little puppets, Blade and Drill Head, and all those bad 6-shooter, and
I would
God
die
help me.
laughing watching
The
that shit.
Jester was my favorite. Obviously, he's like his head sit there and spin around. He'd be like,
Right.
"Yeah, I'm gonna get you."
Yeah,
I
the
go to
Puppet
movies
Master
just
was
to
a little
watch
weird.
people freak out, and I laugh at them when they're freaking out over nothing. Scary.
You know,
Watch The Exorcist.
you mentioned Ghoulies earlier. After I saw that, dude, like for the longest time, anytime I had to go in and take a
The
shit,
toilet.
I looked in the fucking toilet first. I'm like, I ain't sitting on that damn toilet and look.
You know what'll freak you out even more about sitting on the toilet? Dreamcatcher.
Oh!
Oh,
Mhm.
or snakes on a plane.
Snakes on a plane because they can come up through it.
There's motherfucking snakes on this motherfucking plane.
I like the.
Oh, critters! Welcome to the Hungry Heifer. They're like in there eating all the beef, all the meat, and then they bust out of that damn restaurant in a giant ball and just start rolling over people and eating them.
I
as
love
they
that
go.
movie. Critters is a friggin' great movie.
Oh, same here, Carlos. That was so good.
Carlos Fish.
I went back and watched that not too long ago, and that has the dude from the Orville in it, the pilot. He's the kid in fucking Critters. I'm like,
No
oh my god,
shit.
it's that little redhead kid. He's the dude off of fucking the Orville. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
That
just
was-
found out tonight that Sam Rockwell was in the original Ninja Turtle movie.
Oh,
Yeah,
you didn't know that?
yeah.
I didn't know that. Not until tonight. I was like, fuck.
Yeah, he was the one that was talking about family, and then Casey Jones was like had to tell him what was up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dude, that's another
Okay.
one. There's Casey. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Oh no, I was just gonna say if anybody ever played Wing Commander
Oh yeah, Wing
on the
Commander's
old
awesome, dude.
Wing Commander, Wing Commander 3, Wing Commander 4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a scene in Wing Commander 4 where what's his name? The Asian guy is talking to fucking Mark Hamill, his character. And he's like, "We are your family." And I was like, "Oh my god, it's fucking Shredder." Holy shit, it's Shredder. And it's the actor that plays Shredder. And I was like, dude, that's crazy. Holy shit.
I am your father.
We are your family. He does not talk like that in real life.
Wing Commander was a good series.
Yeah, no. Shredder's voice was actually Uncle Phil from Prince of Bel-Air, right?
No.
Are you talking about the cartoon
Yeah.
or the movie?
The movie. I'm
movie.
talking about the live
Yeah, the
action
movie,
movie.
the voice was different. In the cartoon, it was Uncle Phil from a Fresh Prince cartoon. Yeah.
It's okay, Shellback. I didn't know that either.
Well, no, I thought it was the movie too.
No,
or whatever.
we got it. Yeah, you had it wrong. It's okay.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
hey,
you're cool, dude.
shut your face.
Well, Soul Assassin said Troll 2. Oh my god! That was just the worst movie ever.
Okay, I'm back.
One of the worst.
I don't know. Y'all remember The Gate?
Dude, that movie scared the shit out of me when I was a kid, okay? It really did. I went to go see that at a double feature, like, because my parents...
Which one? The Ninth Gate?
No,
No, just the gate. The one
What was
one
that
with
one about?
Brad...
The pit to hell opened in the kid's backyard.
Yeah, and they found it from a record, and they played it backwards, and it opened up a gate to hell.
I guess I never saw that one. I saw the one with Johnny Depp.
Yeah.
Where he opens
No,
the door to
that's-
hell as he's like banging a bitch at the end of the movie. She's like riding his ass, and he's
Oh,
like, "Oh my god, she's the devil."
That was Brad Dwarf's first movie when he was a kid. Was in the gate.
Mm-hmm.
Come to find out, that was what's her name? The shit that dumped in his bed. Amber Heard. Amber Heard. They warned him. Watch the end of the Ninth Gate. Johnny Depp.
I thought that one was what's it, From Hell. I thought that was From Hell.
No, it's Ninth Gate.
Or was it?
He was in From Hell, but he was also in a movie called The Ninth Gate. And that's about like opening these damn cultists trying to open a door to hell and let Satan out.
God, that reminds me of that movie, The First Power with Lou Diamond Phillips.
Yeah.
That was a good movie. Had that
Prophecy
dude
was
living
good.
down in LA. Yeah, I was going to say that earlier because Casey Jones, freaking
And Aragorn.
Elias Koteas.
Elias Koteas, thank you. That reminded me of the prophecy, and freaking Aragorn is Lucifer, and I was like, oh,
Yeah, dude, that was forever. That was my favorite one because he's just like, we're open 356 days a year, even on Christmas. And you're like, oh my god, dude.
Then when he's eating Gabriel's heart and going, oh, and it's like, God damn, he did a good job.
Then what's his name took it? Al Pacino.
Oh, what's that one? With Johnny Depp.
Yep.
And,
No, it's not Johnny Depp.
No,
It's
Keanu Reeves.
Keanu Reeves.
And what's her name? Charlize Theron or whatever.
Yeah,
Yep.
you get to see her bushing now.
Very
Oh, the
young.
Devil's Advocate.
Devil's Advocate. Yeah,
I never read
That was
that.
a damn good movie.
I didn't know what it was about, and it was just like, what the hell are these demon faces? It reminded me of Jacob's Ladder. That was another weird one.
Oh, dude, I haven't heard that in forever. Fuck yeah, Jacob's Ladder, dude. What a freaky ass movie.
Yeah, that's a wild one.
Yeah, I was going to say that Soul Assassin, End of Days. Gabriel
Remember, I was
Byrne the
dating
devil.
some bitch in college that was like, "You've got to see Vanilla Sky. It's like the weirdest movie of all time." And I was like, "No, bitch, you hadn't seen shit."
I like Vanilla Sky. I thought it was good.
It's okay, but it's not like Jacob's Ladder or any of it.
Well,
There's some really weird shit out there.
I just met Jason Lee last Saturday, and I actually complimented him on that movie. Jason Lee plays his best friend, Tom Cruise's best friend.
I tried to watch that movie and I couldn't make it through it. I was just like sitting there going, "What?"
You got to watch it a couple times to really get it. Yeah,
that's what I figured.
Yeah, it's one of those.
One of those Matrix movies. You got to watch it a few times to catch on to everything.
Have any of you ever seen Rock and Roll Nightmare? And it has a singer in it called John Malky Thor, and the whole movie was about Satan has a farmhouse showdown with the righteous lead of his band, of a heavy metal band. It starts off really normal and then just goes from 1 to 1,000 by the end of the movie. And it's got puppets and everything in it. It's just nuts. Riff Tracks.
That just made me think of Crossroads.
Yeah, Riff Tracks has done a lot of like they did a live version of it where they riffed it and stuff. It's hilarious. So it's little things now and then you start seeing puppets and everything else, and by the end it just fully just loses it and just goes nuts. And then you guys got to see that.
Do y'all remember Trick or Treat with Gene Simmons? And
Trick or Treat, dude. Trick or Treat. Man, what was the what was that series? There were so many damn horror series in the 80s and 90s.
My favorite series is Masters of Horror.
That's a good series.
Really good.
John Carpenter grouped up with a bunch of horror directors, and they all tried to one up each other with these little short movies. And
and then he comes out with Body Bags.
Yep.
I think Body Bags was before that actually, but Cigarette Burns with Norman Reedus is fucking intense.
Dude, I love Rubber.
Rubber's
such a bad movie.
It's hilarious though.
Oh yeah, I know. That's why I love it.
Yeah.
The series that I remember is Tales from the Crypt.
Yep. Welcome, kiddies.
Yeah.
Hello, kiddies.
Yeah.
I can do that.
Yeah, I stayed up late to watch that every week.
Yep.
Love that show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The first movie wasn't bad either.
You know, the thing is, I didn't find out 2 years later that Nancy Pelosi was actually a politician and not just a crypt
keeper. Demon Night was Billy Zane.
Turn it off! Turn it off! My nipples are smoking. Yeah. Speaking of smoking,
panties
nipples.
About to drop.
Panties about to drop.
It's the pie guy.
The pie guy.
And Bordello of Blood. Bordello of Blood was another one.
Pie kid.
Yeah, that was pretty good, but it
wasn't as good as Demon Night.
Yeah, Demon Night was good. Billy Zane made that movie.
Hold on, not need right that motherfuckers.
Dennis Miller was actually funny in that.
Hello.
So.
Yeah, that was before Jada Pinkett turned into a psychotic bitch.
Yeah.
I think she was already there. She acted exactly the same in that as she
You
does.
better watch out, Shellback. Will may come and look to slap you.
Yeah.
Why'd you talk about my wife?
I've heard
Keep
that
her name out your mouth.
It's funny anytime anybody. Why you talking about my woman, man? You sound like Will Smith. Oh shit, dog. You didn't have to go there. Sorry, Mahogany.
What's up?
Making the panties drop.
Hey, I changed my
honky.
Hey, Sno Dub, are you still here? Where are you going? No.
Oh, I'm here. Why? What's going on?
You're in charge.
Oh, time for Loki break. Time for Loki break.
Loki's having a Loki break.
He didn't earn the break. I did a freaking hour-long show before this one. That's why I get a break.
Yeah.
Snacks.
I'm refilling my drink, motherfucker.
Snacks talking shit.
I wasn't talking shit.
I got to get a refill myself. Be right back.
At least it didn't mess up this week, Snow. You know?
Yeah, that was weird how I would send you guys StreamYard link. That happened to me twice, 2 different shows where I sent StreamYard link and it was like it would say it was over or it was like an old link.
Did it happen with you guys last night too?
Not last night. Think Hump Day it happened. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's extremely weird.
Snacks, remember the plan. One of us.
Oh, no. Not yet.
StreamYard's been real goofy lately. And they've been adding new features, which is cool. There's a few that I like, but ever since they did the price increase, it's like been having issues.
Well,
Yeah, it's like we're paying more for shitty service.
Pretty much.
The reason why they knew they could get away with it. That's the only reason why they did it. It's because they knew that there's nothing better out there. I mean, I
doubled the price too.
Yeah,
I mean, the only thing that happened is they lost my money.
Yeah, they lost my money too. I had to go to Streamlabs, so yeah, which is a little bit better, but it's not StreamYards.
I don't have any booty breaks on this channel. I'm sorry. I think I got something kind of close to it. Not as close as we're gonna get. See if I can find it.
Hey, Sherry.
Where is it? I'm not used to Loki's clips here. So I gotta look for it. Here's Elf. Here it is. All right. This is about as close as we get to a booty break on Loki's channel.
Have a great trip. Here I go.
Let that
yeah, that's the one that I thought you were gonna play.
Let the silly string fly.
Mm-hmm.
Just remember, Jolly did it first.
Sure.
Yeah.
Let the puppets paint the wall. Let the puppets paint the wall.
Whoa!
I've gone through many cans of silly string pulling that stunt.
Yeah.
My favorite one was when we played a new one, and then Jolly comes back on the screen, and I nailed the camera like perfectly.
Oh, I remember. I was there. Yeah.
Yeah, that was a good one. Broke Piper on that one. Yep. Good old days. Dalu in the house. What's up, Dalu?
What's up, dude?
Carlos Fish.
Funny
Surprised to see him
Fish.
still up. Conan. And the lovely Sherry. With the perfect view.
I heard she got complimented a lot from her picture, so.
How can you not? So that's what she gets to look down at every day.
Yeah, she's like, "Hey, how you doing?" like,
She's like, "Here's my perspective."
This is what I see every single day. I wake up, hey, that's it, right there. I wake up, I'm in the cart, that's right there. I'm like,
I'll give that picture. I'll give that picture a out of 10.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So back, they need to get the jaws of life to get you out after getting you in there.
And once I go in there, you can leave.
You never return.
All right.
yeah, dude, he ain't coming back if he goes in there.
What I'm hoping
He'll be
is
stunned, and he's like,
I'm hoping we can get Piper, Ginger Wolf, and Sherry to all come down to a meetup, and then we can do like a triple Muppet motorboat. On camera.
Oh, no, what a band to come back to. Triple motorboat.
Muppet motorboat, Loki. Mind you, a Muppet motorboat.
Go down it like a piano. Jolly.
Oh, you know I will.
You know you will, yeah.
Take full advantage of it.
It would be like a xylophone.
She's all in.
Sounds like a plan.
Good times. Don't worry, Jolly's mustache only tickles a little.
Wait, what Soul said? Only recently did people find out Sherry had a cherry tattoo in her picture.
Sherry's cherries and her slam and clam.
Hello, Daryl.
Slam and clam. Clam. Slamming the old clam.
Yeah.
Yep.
As
Sherry
Loki
Slam
we get
and Clam
taken away
Shack.
by our wives, by our ears. Loki get taken away by
Yeah.
our
Well,
ears. We grab
what-
us.
That's why I wear the beanie. You know,
What
you
wives?
just can't get the ears.
She can't get to the ears.
Can't
Thank
get
God
the
I
ears.
ain't got big ones. I'm lucky.
Could be worse. You'd be like Culture and get a shoe thrown at you live.
Oh yeah.
Oh God,
She's deadly with that sandal.
I remember that one too. What the?
His
Pinpoint
wife
accuracy.
threw a sandal at him.
Yeah, live. It was
A
great.
couple of times.
She's deadly.
I remember
He
one
already
of
took
them.
me
Yeah.
shoes.
It's the chancla of death.
He'd come on here and I'd be like, "Are you sandals safe tonight, Culture?" And he'd be like,
Yeah.
"Yeah, I'm." No.
All of a sudden, you hear this.
She'd be waiting.
You gotta chip in and buy him a shield. Send him a shield.
I've met Mrs. Casino, and she's a sweetheart.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
dude, she's really
Holds it
nice.
up.
I've met her a bunch of times. So yeah. Except for when she throws the shoe. So you know.
Right. Just don't piss her off.
Yeah, don't piss her off.
I remember meeting Jay and him being like, "Loki," drunk as shit, and I was like, "What's up, Jay?" Like, "You're a good dude. You know that?" I'm
He
like,
must have been drunk.
"Thanks, bro."
He is not a hugger.
There's
so.
some people on huggers.
Yeah. If Ryan's not a hugger
Oh my
too, I went up
God, dude.
after that. I go, Ryan. And he's like, "Bro, what the fuck?" Like,
You know who is a hugger though is Jeremy.
yeah,
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's quite the hugger.
yeah.
Yeah, Jay gave me a real big sweaty hug. That was something.
He's
I'm
got-
sorry.
Trips you on the way out, you know. So, yeah.
He was wearing the stupid Canadian bear thingy, and I was like, "Oh yeah."
Yeah, thanks
Good
to
night, Pat.
Gina
Night,
makes him wear
Pat.
that.
And it was like it was August, so it's a hot freaking time, you know. And
Hot times, someone in the city, back of my neck, getting dirty and gritty.
Imagine
Yeah,
getting
something like
hugged
that.
by Culture.
It was like
and
that, but
Jay
less
and
scary.
thing. Yeah.
I didn't know there was a third Crypt
There
Keeper
wasn't.
movie.
I didn't know there was a third one either.
I didn't think there was a third one either.
Hmm.
I only remember two. So.
Demon Knight and Bordello of Blood.
Mm-hmm.
Now there was a Tales from the Dark Side movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Tales from the Hood. They had Tales from the Hood too.
Tales from the Hood. Yeah, I got both those. Yeah.
I still like the old Twilight Zones and Outer Limits and Night Galleries. You want to see some scary shit? Watch some of the old Night Galleries. They get some really scary ones.
Oh
in there.
yeah.
I used to watch that shit when I was younger and I wasn't supposed to. That shit used to
Oh,
give me
dude.
some freaking nightmares as a young fella. Watching that shit when I was 11 years old.
The one Twilight Zone I remember is with the gal that was having plastic surgery done on her, and they like unwrapped her face, and like she was like this gorgeous freaking.
Oh yeah, she's pretty, but
specimen,
everyone else
right?
has a pig face.
Yeah.
Dude, the Tales from the Crypt with what's her name off Back to the Future. That was first season. The chick who plays Marty's mom.
Oh, Leah Thompson.
Oh,
Leah Thompson,
yeah,
thank
thank
you.
you. Brain
Leah
fart.
Thompson. That was like her thing too, because she did some deal to get everything she wanted, but it turned her into an ugly ass hag, and her fiance killed her or some shit.
I just watched her on Red Dawn, the original Red Dawn.
Oh, you did? How'd you like it?
Yeah. Now I gotta watch it.
You ask him that like he's never seen it before, Jed.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, like I don't just like have the DVD. Yeah, no.
I was just wondering. I was like, oh, first time?
Yeah.
I know some
They don't
people
make-
have, gone
Don't
through
make shit
and not.
like that anymore.
Yeah.
They did remake it, but it wasn't nearly as good as the first one.
Yeah, it was terrible.
Well, the thing is, they the bad guys were supposed to be Chinese, but we didn't want to offend the Chinese box office, so they kind of
North Koreans.
made them
Yeah.
North Koreans. But
It was so
you,
stupid.
but you could still tell that they were supposed to be Chinese originally. But
They're both kind of far-fetched in my opinion. But anyways,
There was a game that came out then where China invaded U.S. I don't remember what it was, but I remember in the opening because they used like news footage and all that shit. It was like Kim Jong-un warns China rifle behind every blade of grass in America.
Yeah.
It's like a resistance game. I can't remember what the hell
Day
it
of
was. Was it
Rage
Homefront?
tomorrow. Y'all
Wade,
ready
was
for
it
Day
that
of
what it
Rage?
was? Homefront.
You should hear our sheriff in Florida. About
I always like
tomorrow's Day
the
of
Red
Rage.
Alert games. Those are fun.
Oh, dude. Dun, 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 dun. Then what? Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah.
The Command and Conquer games are all badass. I've got those on PlayStation, on PC. I've got my original boxes. They're over there. I'm gonna go for it. But the remaster was good. They did exactly what they needed to do. The remaster one. You're good, man. Hope you feel better soon, Wade.
Yeah, it's allergy season right now. It's
My
terrible.
allergies are brutal too this week. It's horrible
How
down
fucking
here.
old are we that we're sitting here talking about allergies?
It's like 80 degrees right now and 12 midnight in Florida.
Oh, it ain't no joke. I've been fighting a stupid sinus infection on top of it for the last couple weeks. It's like allergies suck.
I woke up this morning. I was like, "Why is my nose plugged up? What the hell?" Headache from hell.
Yeah,
I'm like, you know what? Goodies powder, allergy pill. I'll be all right. I'll make it.
yeah. Goodie powder. You still they still make those things? Is that like
Fuck
aspirin
yeah.
powder? Goodies?
Like,
Oh
yeah,
my
goodies.
God.
Orange. I like the orange or the berry.
I won't
I
fuck
can't
with
take
no
a lot of
aspirins
it.
and shit like that. Nothing. I don't take pills unless
I had to get permission from the doctor to take that shit because they were like, "We don't want you taking shit." I'm like, "Well, this works. So unless you want to give me a pain pill or something, this is what I'm going to take." And they were like, "Yeah, take that." I was like, "Okay, thank you very much."
Yeah.
Screw Tylenol, ibuprofen, all that shit, all that other shit, Excedrin, that goodies powder. That's some good shit.
Pussies.
DJ Ronnie G in the house.
Hey, Bob's like, I don't take
He's not a real
shit.
DJ, but he is a real G.
what the hell is that? He's dressing a Barbie doll?
DJ.
That is that a Sailor Scout?
I think he's muted or something.
He usually
DJ
is.
may be muted.
It's not saying mute.
He might be muted on his actual mic.
Yeah, he might mute
No.
his mic.
Yeah, we can't hear you. Ah, that might help. Plug it in.
He had to plug it in.
Yeah. Have you tried
Well,
turning it on?
I
Turn it on and off. You know.
but yes, this is Sailor Venus, and what I did was because of 3D printing tends to like put these like layer lines on there on a FDM printer. I found pretty much I started with any gaps. So I started the legs a while ago, and the legs are so smooth now. And I filled in these like gaps where the
My.
regular lines were pronounced over here, so I kind of re-leveled it. And I'm kind of taking care of the stilettos, where the stilettos came out really bad. Also, a common feature of 3D printing, if you look at a panty.
Oh,
See the
yeah, there you go.
clam.
Turn up them.
There's the clam. The clam looks all mush.
Gray. It's a gray
Like-
clam.
Because
Yeah.
it can't print overhangs upside down, so it puts support material that you got to remove, and there's ways to configure it so
Speaking
that
of
there's
gap,
Your 3D
and you can
printer's
separate it
not
easily, but
anatomically correct.
I'm gonna fill that. I'm gonna sand it. I'm gonna fill in the gaps a bit, and I'm gonna make it smooth. That's gonna be the last part. But I've been using a combination of filing tools. So I have like a set of files that I bought when I did my N64 HDMI mod, and this is how I basically inserted a HDMI port into the back of the N64. But yeah, I've been just being a craftsman about it. And when I'm done, I'm gonna prime it. I'm gonna paint it. I'm gonna mix the paints together. I'm gonna get like a nice, skin tone, and it's gonna be awesome. And it's gonna be the most beautiful 3D print I've ever made. I mean, look at that. I mean, like that's like pretty good legs right there on a 3D print, I would say. Just saying.
You just made me think of that one scene on Spaceballs. No, I didn't see you playing with your dolls again.
And he's like, ugh. Yes, sir.
Didn't you say that last week?
No.
Take that, big boy. And your friend, too.
No, I didn't watch it last week.
Lone Star.
I watched it
One
tonight,
man
though.
will give me the raspberry.
Yeah.
Yogurt, just plain simple yogurt.
You're good.
Upsy daisy.
Hey, Loki, how well do you think the new movie's going to be?
Well, let's see. It's got Rick Moranis coming back for the first time in 30 years. It better effing be good.
Yeah, but
Yeah, it better
Josh
be.
Gad
Who's-
guy is.
You can't replace John
You know-
Candy. I mean, what are they going to do?
Okay, so
Joan Rivers,
it's
too.
gonna be- It's going to be John Candy's kid in the movie, but I heard it's supposed to be played by some shitty actor. The thing I'm interested in is the fact that Bill Pullman is back, and his actual son is going to play him and Vespa's son in the movie.
Merchandising.
Yeah.
And
That quest
as
for
far
more
as I
money.
know, I don't know if he's got any other sons that are actors. The only one I know of is the one that played. He played Bob on Top Gun Maverick. That's Bill Pullman's son.
Yeah.
Right. And then you got Joan Rivers, who played the female C-3PO character.
Not
My favorite
Matrix.
character.
Dot
Yeah.
Matrix.
I love the
So
character in that
we'll have
movie.
to find out who's going to take her role,
Dick
too.
Van Patten's gone too. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's quite a few that have died since Spaceballs, unfortunately.
Well,
She couldn't hold her oil.
I don't know. I don't know about you guys, but to me, I think a good
You're
guy.
muted,
to
Dave Bub.
play-
You're muted.
I think a good guy to play Barf's son would be freaking Shane Gillis. I don't know why.
Oh yeah. I agree
he's
with that.
he's the one that pops into my head to play the
I
son
would
of
have
Barf.
said Chris Farley if the motherfucker was still alive.
Yeah.
Right.
That'd be
Pizza
perfect.
the Hut ate himself, so he's going to be not back.
Isn't he still alive or did he die?
No, he.
No, he ate himself in the limo.
Yeah,
No,
he
no,
ate himself to
the,
death.
the actor.
Oh, we don't know about that.
Actor of what?
That's Dom
Dom
DeLuise,
DeLuise?
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's still alive, right?
Dom DeLuise?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, he's
No.
been for a long time.
He's
Yeah.
been dead.
He was on his way out during
Okay.
Stargate.
Yeah.
Okay.
I can see that comedian Ralphie May playing Barf's son.
Wait, is
He's
he dead
fat and
too?
he's fucking hilarious.
They got to be careful
Yeah,
casting this
I think
movie. They
Ralphie's-
better be careful.
Oh
They
yeah.
better be careful.
What's Mel? So do you trust 100-year-old Mel Gibson to do his first
Dude.
sequel?
Mel Gibson.
Mel Brooks. God, did I say Gibson?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my God, how high am I?
I don't know.
Just a little high.
Hey
guys, do you want to be high?
Don't forget your
Just a little
towel.
high.
Don't forget a towel.
Howdy how.
That's it. That's Tuna Funky Town.
That's probably Whoopi's voice. That kicked
What
the
was
nuts.
the turd?
Hey
What was
guys.
What was the
Mr.
turd?
Hanky, the Christmas
Mr.
poo.
Hanky.
Okay, I've got that album. I've got Mr. Hankey's Christmas album.
Yeah.
It's hard to be a Jew at Christmas.
Add him on one Christmas and play Hanky. He does.
I love that. I love that episode. I love that one.
I'd talk about Terrence and Phillip, but Zeropium's not here though. So
hey, I'm not your buddy, pal.
I'm Canada.
Yeah.
Hey, guy.
I'm not very
hey, buddy. Hey, buddy.
America.
I like it when they married those two girls, the Queef sisters. They thought it queef. They didn't like it when they queefed on them. They thought it was.
Shut your fucking face, Uncle Fucker.
You're a bona fide asshole.
Uncle Fucker.
Wait, come on, this big bad bitch.
Yeah.
I love that one.
God's one bitch. She's big fat bitch. She's the biggest bitch in the whole wide world.
Was fucked up. Satan and Saddam Hussein in fucking hell together.
Oh God,
that was fucked up. Satan.
That just reminds me of how like we
fuck me from behind, Saddam.
Because your ass is big and red. Why not?
Yeah. That was back when we had a sense of humor. I mean,
when you could say shit.
They still do.
Like,
they still say crazy shit on South Park.
Oh yeah, they don't care. See the one.
They actually played that. They actually played that movie on the boat when we were out one time, and they set up a big screen in the freaking hangar bay, and when they got to the Operation Get Behind Darky part.
Right behind the door.
Haven't you ever heard of the
No, dude. There was some black guys. There was some black guys sitting there watching the movie, and dude, they laughed as hard as anybody else.
Hey, why are you laughing about me? I ain't that dark.
Mike and he's sitting over there. Sega.
Yeah.
What she's gonna have? He's drawn the
Or boobies.
Nigga.
Fucking shell, man.
Oh fuck! Oh, that movie kills me.
Oh. Everybody get together for Operation Human Shield.
Yep.
Oh, you know what's just as funny though? America, fuck yeah!
Oh, World Police, Team America, World Police.
Yeah.
Oh,
do it for your country, Gary.
Puppets fighting.
Fuck
Matt Gaming.
Matt Gaming. Oh, hello.
You've got AIDS.
Matt
You've
Gaming.
got AIDS.
Take that, Hans Bricks.
And you know what? How prophetic that movie was, because listen to that asswipe. Oh, what's his name? The guy from Rust.
Eric Baldwin.
Eric Baldwin. Be like, we are going to control politics now. We will control, the country now. And you're like, yeah.
You know how fucking busy I am?
Of course you will. That's why we're totally behind you instead of in front of you.
The Film Actors Guild.
The Film Actors Guild. That's right.
Yeah.
We're gonna run the world.
That's so funny.
FAG.
Hey guys, what are you doing like that? Huh? Come on.
Hans Blix.
We're guards.
That was so fucking funny. If you say you love me and you'll never die, I'll have sex with you right now. And
Yeah.
They dolls poop on each other. He poops
I
on her and
promise
everything
I
else
will never
gross.
die.
Die.
You know what? I
That's
thought
gotta
all
be-
that. I'm like, none of that can ever happen. Like the hot plate stuff with Cartman's mom. Mama told me they never give anybody a hot plate before, right? And you think, man, you see World Police, and you think none of that shit ever happens to anybody. And then you hear about Vince McMahon with that chick up in that office, and he's like got the Rock, and he's like, "Let me give you the Rudy Poonie." He's got the action figure, and she's describing what he did with the action figure. And you're like, "Oh shit!"
He's like,
And
hey,
then,
here's
and then she's like, and then he invited this guy in the room and took a dump on my head while I was, and you're just like, oh my God, Vince.
He's like, hey, Rock, can you come over here and take a dump on my head, please? Come on over here. Let me see it for the thing. For the cameras over here.
Yeah. Have you ever heard of the Cleveland Steamer?
Yeah, I'm gonna give me the old killing Steven over here, Rocky. Why don't you just come over here?
Oh
If you
shit, I
don't
think
do it,
you
I'll
killed
call
Jedi Master. Are you okay, or did you just like stroke out?
I had to bust out with the Vince voice right there.
I think it was the pregame that helped.
Damn it, where's Stone Cold when I need him?
For a second there, I didn't know if that was Vincent McMahon or Mickey from the Rocky movies.
That's why The Rock was always like, I'll turn this son of a bitch sideways and stick it straight up their ass. I learned that one from Vince McMahon.
At least my wife didn't come running down this time saying, "You
Yeah,
all right?"
she's like, Jedi down, Jedi down. We need support here.
Hey, it keeps me young. Laughter.
Yeah.
Telling you, that's why I don't feel 60.
Yeah, that's.
I'll be 54 next month, dude. And
I don't feel like I'm 50, so you know.
As old as you feel you are.
Yeah.
That entire story is in the Wall
You
Street
poor old
fucking
bastards.
Journal.
Yeah.
The Wall Street Journal has that entire story, and you're just like, but you expect, whatever, some magazine or some stupid New York Post, not the Wall Street Journal. And then he turned it sideways and he called me a Rudy Pooty and he took a dump on my head. God. And then she went back to work the next day. Who the fuck does that?
Yeah,
my boss was like,
it's
Loki,
okay.
get over here. I'm going to take a shit on your head. I'd be like, dude.
Can you do this here?
She went back for seconds. God help me.
Well, I mean,
That means
she
she
had
wasn't
just gotten the
traumatized by
keys
the
to the executive bathroom, so.
Yeah.
And realized she didn't need it.
Yeah.
The bathroom was
like-
coming to her.
Yeah, and she's like, hey, there's a key somewhere around here. Why did it fall out of this poo right here? I don't know.
the shit that I have to deal with at work.
That's the reason why Sable married Brock. She's like, I ain't gonna be dealing with any of Vince shit, man. I'll just go marry Brock.
You seen their daughter? Holy shit. Dude, Sable's jeans were like, please go right ahead. Just go. Don't worry about me. I'll just wait here.
Got 99% Brock and 1% Sable on that woman.
Oh, Lesnar's daughter. Good God.
Yeah, bro.
Maya?
It just looks like somebody put a long wig on him and a couple of and some a wig and some tits on Brock Lesnar. There you go.
Hey, everybody, come over here like me.
Her nickname is Bruh.
Some blonde braids going back, and then a pair of tits, and it's everything else is Lesnar. I'm like, damn, you poor girl.
Yeah.
What do you think about Tiffy time?
So a blonde Abby from The Last of Us 2, then, huh?
Yeah, pretty much.
She would have been better as Abby in Last of Us. Yeah. Tiffy time. I crap.
Someone was like, she needs to go to the WWE. I'm like, no.
We already had a China. Okay.
No, it'd be worse. It'd be worse. China got some. Not everybody loved China. A lot of people, more people love China now than they did back then.
Oh yeah, China was
great,
decent. She's awesome.
She'd be gunning for the world heavyweight title.
Here.
Oh, dude, no one will take it from her. It'll be a 10-year title reign.
Yeah,
It'll be the longest damn reign in female history. She'll have it until she retires.
First woman to win the world heavyweight title.
And then you see Goldberg come out. He's like, I'm gonna take this title, bro. Like, come on, let's go.
No, weighing in at 324 pounds, standing 6'7", Broomhilda, and you're like, Yeah, nobody's beating that bitch.
You don't want to get jackhammered by that.
Dude, and then she's like, it's Tiffy time. I'm coming to take that title. No, you're not.
She could just take out one of her tits and beat someone to death with them things.
Did you see that video of that chick at Bingo that killed that cockroach with her tit? She just like grabbed it.
Oh, I saw
like,
that
whack,
shit.
No way.
whack.
Yeah.
Is there a video of that?
There is a
shit?
video of that.
She
it's
grabbed her
disgusting.
tit, slammed it down on the roach, and the roach is like, "Pray for me," and then bam.
It's some overweight chick playing freaking bingo, and it's all like
A roach and like literally like was like yaw over the shoulder.
Like
Pow. I was like, damn.
He's like,
damn.
It's hammer time. You know, like.
Yes, they double as fly swatters.
Yeah, she had her own
Ja-
carry-on fly swatters.
Jabba no butter.
Jabba no butter.
yeah, Jabba no butter. Yep.
Leave those boobs no bother.
Star Wars, nothing but Star Wars. Na 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 na.
Red Goblin 5 checking in.
Red Goblin 5.
Tell him.
I'm going in. I got him. Great kid. Don't get penisy.
I love that. That trilogy's great.
Oh shit.
Fucking Emperor shoots lightning out his ass. Force lightning out his ass. I love it. Yeah,
He
take that.
called that
bitch.
an ass blaster.
Get back here, you fat bearded bitch.
Yeah.
You hear Mike crotch in the back.
He sees Chris. It's like his lightsaber's all
brushing
flashy, and then he
arms
sees
over
Chris. It's like, oh, now I got the power.
You showed up just in time.
You got
that paper boy.
you got
Chris,
Tally
take down your pants.
Yeah, Chris tries to open up Stewie's helmet, and he ends up snapping his neck.
Yeah, Luke, I made you a bowl of Zima soup.
Something dark side.
Zima.
He snaps.
Anybody remember
and he goes,
fucking
I
Zima?
would have fucking lived.
That was the White Claw 20 years ago.
All the fucking girls drinking Zimas. Ugh.
Oh god, dude. And like when you go to the party, I get handed a Cena and I throw it right back at him. I'm like, no, bro.
Someone have a fucking.
It tasted like a
you
flat
might smash it over their
It
fucking
tasted
head.
terrible, dude.
It was like a flat Sprite.
And I was like, why are you guys
Yeah.
drinking this shit for?
If it's not in a
like a
green
black
bottle or
Sprite.
German beer, I wouldn't drink
Yeah.
it.
Because it was for girls.
Yeah, so.
Chick drink.
Just like the wine coolers of the 80s and 90s.
The Jack Daniels coolers and shit.
Oh, no, the Bartles
Bartles and James, yeah.
Mhm. Those were the girl drinks back then.
The point was
Wait.
not.
Which one are you, buddy? Bartles or James?
buddy?
What Tiny Tina are you referring to? Wait, are you talking about Tiny Tina's Wonderland? I fucking hate that game. I was so pissed. I was excited. I was like, this is gonna be like D&D, but mixed with that, and it's gonna be badass. No, she ruined it. She absolutely the fucking unicorns, and you got to get the golden rainbow unicorn horn. I'm like, oh my god, fucking killed you, dude. I can't play this shit. Oh, you got it for free? Well, then fuck, have fun with it.
Yeah, and have fun with it.
Whoa, wait, Wade got that game for free?
Yeah,
Yeah,
they were giving
Well, I
it
guess
out.
he's
they
not,
just-
well, I guess he's not a real fan, you know. According to
You know,
Ray
so.
Bitchford, you know, he's not a real fan. Real fan would pay $80 for that shit.
Holy shit, DJ Ronnie G, you gonna catch a fly yawning like that?
I want to give you guys a heads up. They have all your information now. They did a terms of service thing. They changed everything. They can have everything from your shit. So
Did they already have everything from our
From your
shit?
shit. Trust
You
me.
know, does anybody else go to Kroger?
Yeah.
Anybody go to Kroger? Anybody?
My jam back in the day. It was between there and Tom
I
Thumb.
know
but I
Lexington
looked
Winn
at him,
Dixie in Florida.
Okay, well, does anybody have a Kroger card for Kroger? Here.
Nope.
I
Anybody?
had one back in the day.
I think Lucky's out here would be the equivalent of Kroger.
Kroger made $2 billion last year just selling people your information from getting a Kroger discount card.
Yeah. That's the reason why I don't sign up for any
that
of
they
that
can
shit.
do that shit.
You know? Yeah, I don't sign up for any.
$2 billion.
$2 billion just collecting your information for your Kroger card and then selling it to whoever wants it.
So they can sell you something.
Yeah.
So they can sell you something.
Well, I don't have it, dude. Besides
Yeah.
the Blame Canada,
Yeah,
that's the
look,
last one
that
that
was
showed up.
YouTube right there, brother. That was YouTube. So
Now,
they've been doing
Canada
that.
has apologized on several occasions.
Well, look, I got to bounce, dude. Snow,
All right, take it
everybody.
easy,
I'll see
brother.
you guys. I'll see you guys
Good
tomorrow
night,
night on
Jed.
Con Connection on
Take care,
Con
man.
Council. Everybody, see you.
Take care, Jed.
Take it easy, man.
See you there, man.
Right, Jed.
I'm poor. I'm not making Loki money. Dude, fucking you
TuckNRoll.
don't want to make Loki money. God dang. I don't make Loki money.
Mackany, what are you drawing over there?
Trigger.
Yeah, it's that rough time of year. Like YouTube, you know, the money's just not really there during the summer. It picks up a little bit, you know, when you get in the fall, and then of course the winter time. But summertime, not as many people are watching. You know, they're out doing stuff. So
It depends who you are on YouTube, though. Some people
YouTube's a
are
roller
paying
coaster.
for it.
Yeah. To really make money, like to substantially make money where you can support yourself, you need 50,000 subscribers or more, I swear.
Yeah. I'm realistic. I'm doing this for the hobby, Snow. I'm having a good time. That's all I care about.
Dude, just keep
If
doing
I have
that.
10
Keep having
people
fun.
watching my show Monday nights, or I have 20 or 5, I'm doing it because I like to do it. I'm getting the enjoyment out of it. And it is what it is.
You got the right attitude.
If I have to rely on this for a living, I'd be out of my fucking mind. At my age, trying to exactly try this, I'm at the finish line. You know what I mean? So this is just to have fun.
You could be the male equivalent of Skyrim grandma, though. You could be like Skyrim grandma.
I just want to be relaxed.
Dragon,
I like
dragon.
laughing with y'all. I like laughing with y'all. I like fucking around with the puppets, and I enjoy your philosophy politically. So I feel comfy.
What is it now, mother?
Well, I came into this basically with the same drive that a lot of us came in with right after The Last Jedi dropped. A lot of us were just appalled by what happened to Luke Skywalker and that movie. And that lit a fire under my ass to start talking shit, and getting on the platform. And then it just kind of evolved from there. And then, of course, with the election and everything that happened this last... Well, yeah, I even go back to 2020, when all that shit went down. That kind of reinforced my idea. I mean, of course, lately with the absolute atrocity that Disney's been doing to the Muppets, that was another, fire under my ass. It's like, all right, now it's time to make Muppets great again and literally bring something better, to an audience. So now that's my main mission. It's just like, I want to grow my channel, not for money, not for subs, not for the clout, but to literally make a movement and be like, hey, there's another Muppet show out there that's
onto something,
funny
so.
and on the right side of the spectrum, because we got plenty. I mean, like I was just saying in the last show, I literally found a video of Elmo and Cookie Monster cross wrestling. You got to be fucking kidding me! Like, how far are they going to take it? How far? These are for kids.
They already got. What do they got? They got Bert and Ernie fucking each other now, don't they?
Oh, I probably.
They don't. Not yet.
God,
that's coming next, Loki.
You're right.
They're fucked.
That'll be next.
Sorry,
You just gotta do something. You gotta do something new. That's the thing. Look, Muppets is lost. Sesame Street is lost. All that shit's lost. It's just, I'm sorry, but it needs to die because it's owned by people that don't care about it. They don't care about the original point of it. They just think I'm going to use this cool kid show to promote the message that I want and make sure that they get indoctrinated when they're kiddos.
Right.
So just got to do something new. And I mean, I don't remember there was none of that shit in any of that. It was just like, be nice to people, you know, hey, anybody can be a friend, and blah 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 blah.
The letter P, you know, learn your letters.
Learn your letters, learn your numbers.
Yeah, you know.
How many cross dressers do you see? I see three.
One dildo. Ha ha ha.
They're not cross-dressing. They are
dildos.
whatever they choose to be. You can't cross-dress if you're already of the gender.
You know, the bottom line is they're messing with the kids. I don't give a shit what an adult does. You want to go turn yourself into a chicken? Leave the kids out of this shit. This is what's driving me fucking batshit crazy.
Just like Pink Floyd said, leave them kids alone.
No shit.
No,
I got a comment on my latest video.
I'm a parent. Fuck that.
It kind of shocked me when I read it. It was just, you know, one of my subscribers, and he leaves this long comment, almost as long as Aggie's comments. Aggie usually leaves me the longest comments, but this guy, he left me a long one. And I was reading it, and he's been showing my content to his 12 and 14-year-old kids, and I'm like, and he's like, I know you're PG-13. I'm like, well, or more like R, but yeah.
Some of your stuff is PG-13.
Yeah, you're right.
I would reply, watch my shit first before you show that.
Right.
TVMA, more or less.
Yeah.
Because he do have some 13, you know.
But he was like thanking me, and he's like, you know, it helped him to kind of, you know, open his kids' eyes to shit, you know, because they, you know, obviously it's a puppet and it's funny, and you know, it's so. And I kind of responded to him like, well, that's kind of what I'm trying to do here, is I'm trying to inform that next generation, you know, that's coming up, and let them know, you know, so they don't, because you got so many people trying to get in their heads on the other side of the way school districts are going nowadays, and that crap. So they need this. They need the other side of the spectrum. There's quite a lot out there that are literally trying to talk to that next generation. So we got to make sure we get to them before they do. Put it that way.
Unless you can sit in a classroom with your kids nowadays, you're at the risk of the public school, and you don't know who's friggin' teaching your kids. You're screwed. If you when they come home, start bringing out that outrageous shit starts coming out their mouths, and my teacher said that this isn't. I mean, that's where it should be nipped in the bud.
Unfortunately, it was all that shit that we were taught. No, I'm saying we. I'm talking about us, like older millennials. Those are the teachers right now, and a lot of my peers in my age group are freaking nutsos. And you know, I'm just like, not to say everyone is. There are probably quite a few based people, but they're working normal jobs. They're not in education. And, you know.
Yeah, I mean, it sounds a little harsh, me saying this, but when I was a kid, if I came home talking shit, my teacher said this, I'd wake up a few minutes later wondering what the hell happened, because I got knocked the fuck out by my mom. And then she would take me, and we'd go straight up to that school, and she'd rip that teacher a new asshole.
I was lucky. I had a dad who had been, you know, Navy pilot, but he was a teacher at that point. And I had to go to his school. And one of the teachers at his school, it was either 7th or 8th grade, had a poster of Christopher Columbus up with like rapist, pillaging, biological warfare, all this crazy shit. And I was like, Dad, what is up with that? Like, is that true? Christopher Columbus, all this shit? He goes, son, they're trying to judge someone from the lens of today instead of understanding what history, and he was a history teacher. He goes, instead of understanding the way it was then. And I was like, oh, so they're dumbass. And he goes, I can't say that about a colleague, but yes.
Yeah. Well,
and I was like, okay, all right, I get it. I
mean,
was lucky.
They were still burning witches back then. It's like
my dad's rolling in his grave. He taught history to Loki, and let me tell you, he before he passed away in his 80s, he said he's appalled of what was happening. Before he had dementia and shit. He said he's appalled what they're doing to kids. He can't believe it. He couldn't believe it.
Luckily, it's not everyone. It's just.
And a lot of the Christopher Columbus shit is like exaggerated. The Italians wanted someone that they could rally around and for modern day, and America wanted it. Oh, we'll make it an American holiday, and we'll make it an Italian American holiday, and it'll be something we can all agree on. And they of course they exaggerated, but people have taken it to the point now where it's like, no, we're gonna go way over to this other side where he was like, like this, like Hitler and shit, the German guy, and I said his name on YouTube.
Just looking at it through a modern.
When all else fails,
I'll just be
compare
blunt
them to
about it.
Hitler.
I'm just gonna be blunt about it, looking this through a modern leftist lens.
Yeah, I mean, Loki, you saying his name, I did not see that coming.
Like it's just it's just the whole thing with colonizer shit. I'm like, you guys wouldn't even freaking be. Some of y'all wouldn't even be here right now if it wasn't for that.
Yeah, we know that. Oh,
that was a joke, Loki.
Just in my lifetime alone.
Yeah, I would be in a mud hut in Europe.
I went to school in Seattle in that area, and it was fine growing up. This is in the 80s,
okay, then.
Yeah, and it was fine. I mean, there was no racism. There was so many. We had Asian friends, black friends, Mexican friends. You didn't care. They were just your friends.
Bomb.
And all that shit just fucking went right out the fucking window within 15, 20 years. Like the whole thing just now I go back to Seattle, I don't even recognize it anymore. It's just turned into a cesspot of just gross
communist.
I'm a child of the 90s. I'm a child of the 90s where racism was just, it felt like a thing of the past.
Yeah.
It felt like it was
and what is up with all these hot teachers fucking these students? I had ogres for teachers growing up.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
My teachers, my father
Or
gave
they
my
were
teachers permission to hit me if I got out of line.
Right.
Or they were like on that, they were just complete. Either they were fine and bitchy, or they were nice and ogre-y. There was no in between. There was no. It was like, damn, she hot. But she was always wearing that red dress and ready to crack that whip if you even looked the wrong way.
No, you'd like the student teachers in the 70s. Low skirts, man. You put your head down on your desk. You get some pretty good looks back then. I was in like fifth grade.
I was like, dude, my freaking math teacher my senior year was hot. So
now I did have a gay teacher my second
probably
grade
like one of her favorite students too. So,
but he didn't announce it. He didn't have flags up in the office. We all knew it, just by the way he acted and the way he talked. But it never came up. It was never a topic. It was never a subject. It was just and his name was Mr. Fanning, and then of course we call Mr.
Fanning.
Mr. Faggot.
Is Mr. Fanny kind of no, he's just effeminate, dear.
Right.
It's that.
And then my grandmother,
all the teachers would be like,
Sno Dub, I want you to see my fanny.
They won't open the closet for him. He won't come out.
It didn't need to be talked about because he was a good teacher. And then of
yeah,
course,
exactly.
My grandmother, she owned 2 hair salons in the Seattle area, and she hired a gay hairdresser. And oh boy, you could tell, he was super, doing the
flamboyant.
Flamboyant and just he was funny. He was hilarious. Everybody loved him. You thought he was great. Nobody cared, right? And he didn't throw it in your face. It's just like, what the fuck happened? Like
at first it was just the gay marriage, Snow, and now it's they took it to the extreme. The other groups
now they want to be able to vote. Can you believe it?
Give them an inch.
They want to be able to vote.
Oh my god!
Give them an inch.
I'll say we start a heterosexual Pride Month.
No shit.
Listen, we got
Hetero Pride Month.
And
apparently
White History Month.
Apparently Pride Month has been replaced with Men's Mental Health Awareness Month. So I guess.
Well, they're a little late for that.
A little late, but still, it's a good cause anyway. I mean,
dude, I want to make a cable channel called White Entertainment Television. Wet.
Wet.
Yeah,
I like it.
White shows that make you wet and wild.
And the logo would be chicks in bikinis coming out of the ocean.
Oh yeah.
Bring back the man show.
Fucking A. dude.
Without Jimmy Kimmel.
Here's
though.
girls on
Let's
trampolines.
do it without Jimmy Kimmel, please.
Puppets on trampolines.
Fuck
And you know, before the man show was in living color, you know, you had your Fly
Yeah.
Girls that came out. You
Yep.
know, so it's been going on.
And
for a
Living
while.
Color was great.
Yeah.
God, I love that.
They don't make them or Mad TV. I used to love Mad
Launched
TV.
Jim Carrey's career.
Yep.
Yep.
Then
That was the first
Damon
movie.
Wayans and oh god,
Fly
what's the other
Girls.
dude's name? They did the gay movie review dudes. Hated it.
You snapped
Everybody
that.
remember Friday?
Exactly.
Or am I too old?
Love Jimmy.
Yep.
Two snaps in a zigzag pattern.
That's what it is. That's what it was.
Some of Jamie Foxx's best work too.
Oh, man.
I
All
used
right,
to love
guys.
the one that lived.
You all are awesome. It's almost 1 o'clock. I'm gonna
We
pass
are.
out.
Snacks down.
Light snack.
Snacks
I
down.
stated a fact. We are all awesome. And you have a good night.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
Start wrapping it up anyway.
And thanks for visiting my
yeah,
snack
yeah. I'm just like I'm looking at the time. I'm like, yeah, I don't want to feel like total trash tomorrow. Just slightly.
Who's got
All right.
shit they want to promote?
Let's promote the there's a show tomorrow night. I forgot what it is. I'm supposed to go there at the end of the night. So
You missed it last week.
oh shoot.
Star
I
Trek
did miss.
Roundtable.
So here's the thing. I burnt my hand at work
Ow.
that day.
Oh no.
So I had a big blister on my hand. I was just like, oh shoot, I don't think I can do the show.
You gotta switch hit, Snacks.
And I was
Yeah,
thinking
we know
about
the truth.
I was thinking about doing that, but then I fell asleep. And then I woke up and you guys were done the show for like an hour because it was like 2 o'clock.
Last week's show was kind of chaotic, like because I got there late and we ended it kind of early, and there's some Henri puppets on the show that night.
How's that?
I don't know
Gator
what you're
wasn't
talking
there.
about.
How was it chaotic?
I thought everybody behaved themselves. I mean, it's gotten council. They always behave.
Are you telling me that Gator is actually the enforcer? He is the sergeant of arms of our little club.
He's saying that you and Punk. Who else got a pass from Shulo and didn't get called a cocksucker? There's very few people.
I think it was
who
only
did not get
Gator and
called a-
Punk. Yeah. I think
Yeah, it was
only
only Gator and Punk. And
Showback told us to eat a bag of dicks.
he told us all to eat a bag of
Eat
dicks.
a bag of dicks. I remember that. I love my ass.
Well, now I feel like I missed out. Oh well.
It was a rough one, put it that way. we muscled through it.
Yeah, we did.
All right. On that note, I am going to go to bed. So good night, everybody. See you tomorrow
Good
night.
night.
Thank
Sno
you,
Dub
brother.
channel.
Tuck and roll.
Tuck and roll.
Rock and roll, Skol.
Who's next?
Well, I don't have
All
anything
right,
to
I
promote.
need one sub. Go ahead,
Sorry.
Jed.
No, you first, please, please, please.
I'm one sub away from 120. Could you help a brother out?
Can we get this man to 120 tonight, please? Somebody.
Hell yeah.
I can do my alt account. I'll subscribe.
No,
my
I don't know if I'm subscribed. I do not know.
Oh, I just dropped my link, so yeah, I've been doing a lot of shorts and getting a lot more hits. I'm finding out that's getting me. got me like 8 subs in the past couple days, so I'm almost there.
Nice.
I'm starting to climb a tad. But anyways, Jedi Master, 2022 Monday night show 8:15. I'm basically going through season 1 of Lost in Space, and then the week after that, I'm doing a potluck night. I'm just going to pick out an old sci-fi movie and talk about it. Just something old B movie. Thinking of something from Ray Harryhausen's work or something like that, or Forbidden Planet or something like that. Just talking about that movie. Other than that, guys, nothing else.
Oh yeah. I love Lost in Space.
Yeah, come join it. Come join Monday night, 8:15. You want to jump on the panel one night too? I'll drop you a link.
Hell yeah.
Always use a third person. It's me, Anti-Derivative Jill, and I usually have one other guest person, and I'm working on actually getting Marta Kristen.
Cool.
The girl that played Judy. She's going to come on.
I don't
She's
think
got a few
Nice.
things to show out in Kentucky. I've kept in touch with her over the years. I keep in touch with her, Bill Mooney, and Angela Cartwright on Facebook. We
I love
exchange pleasantries here and there. It's not like we're having blown out conversations, but you know, they got thousands of followers. Anyways, I'm talking too much. Go ahead, guys.
Danger, Will Robinson. Danger, danger.
Warning.
Warning.
Silence, or I'll divide your computers and give you a split personality.
Look at this guy.
I just woke up.
You're cool, Waddle.
We've held the fort for you, Sheriff.
Sorry.
Anybody else?
Don't be sharing shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not a picture of a pussy, is it?
No. No.
We don't need no
Not this
Arbor.
time. Not this time, huh?
Oh, hair pie.
No, but
Oh, hair pie.
tomorrow. Sorry, I'm completely out of it right now. Tomorrow night, right after the
Tomorrow
TuckNRoll
night.
show, it's Pete Gaming, and we're doing it.
How much is that?
Do it.
I'm gonna try. I got the complete edition, so that was about $80.
Oh,
You can get it for cheaper if you go to greenmangaming.com.
Green Man Gaming, yeah. I'll see if I can get some mods installed by then, but I'm gonna be working tomorrow, so
Who's fapping?
but I'm gonna try to have that ready to go right after the TuckNRoll show, not right after the Cotton Connection tomorrow night. So it'll be over at Peak Gaming. We are doing Stellar Blade, the PC version, finally, and I have been waiting a very, very long time for this.
Damn it, Mac Draws. We're in season 3. It's called the Cotton Council. The Cotton Connection.
Council. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Yeah, you can tell. I'm tired. Sorry.
It's all
I'm
good.
out
It's
of
all good. It's all good. But you said that before, so I'm just correcting you.
Cotton Council.
Cotton Connection is the group. Cotton Council is the show.
Right after the Cotton Council.
Thank you.
Will be,
All right. Much better.
it will be Peak Gaming. It'll be episode 4 of Peak Gaming, and there will not be a Machini Live tomorrow. We will continue Peak Gaming on Sunday as we continue our Stellar Blade playthrough. And we get to playthrough. I'm very, very excited for this, but as you can tell the sound of my voice, I am completely just out of it right now.
Well, all right. Anybody else have anything?
Well, I got something, and I just want to say that usually on Machini show, he has a really energetic voice when he does his TV announcer voice. But no, I just want to say I did a stream about the movie Battle of Jangsari. It's set during the Korean War. Had a blast talking about it, and if that fascinates you, you might want to check out the replay. Beyond that, next Saturday, I will be on with Pacific 414 discussing Encounter at Farpoint, which will be preceded by a watch party. And finally, I'm just going to check out this. Wait, that's not it. Damn it. Which screen am I looking at?
No, there are two of them.
At least it wasn't a piece of pie.
Wait, what screen is it? Oh, wait, here it is. Yeah, this.
Shut up.
Look at this, like, freeze. What the heck? Look at this freeze frame I found.
Oh,
I can't
that's
play it
cute.
because the video
That's
is like
cute.
someone else's. But, like, how absurd is that? I just
That's
stumbled into it.
cute.
It's kind of weird, isn't it? Yeah. Well, I see what happened. I had the browse to open like this. But anyway, that's all I wanted to show you guys. Thank you for your time.
We love you a long
Thank
time.
you, Loki, for allowing me to share that. I don't know if I should have shared that, but anywho,
Thank you for blessing our
Back to you.
screen with thank you for blessing our screen with South Korean girls. Thank you.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
they might
man,
be
love you a
real
long
too.
time.
That is all.
You muted, Lucky.
You some bitch. Anything else?
Back to mostly every Friday at 6 p.m. Central.
Back to
Next Friday, we're talking horror movies.
Horror movies.
Machini in the morning every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday now. And I got some videos I'm going to be making next week as well. So channel.
Sno Dub?
Everybody kind of plugged it for me, but yeah, Cotton Council tomorrow night.
Sound like Mike Roach. Everybody already plugged everything on me.
Everybody already plugged me.
Unplugged you.
I was about to say that was an R1 moment.
Plug you guys.
Good. Okay, guys, take care. Be excellent to each other. Always pick friend to enter. Have a great one, and we'll leave you with this.
tremendous. Like, comment, and subscribe, and hammer that notification bell.